60. Finally, we got a milestone. God, I really gotta do a special stream when we do P69 podcast 69. Before Sage passed away last week, I promised him we gotta do so. We said if we ever get to episode 69, we gotta do something special. I mean, I have no idea what I'm going to do yet. I'll probably figure it out when we get close to maybe I might try to think of something before when it goes to 65. I don't know. Again, it's 9 weeks away as well, so I got to plan. But I should plan something. But welcome to the podcast. Hope everyone's having an amazing night or afternoon or wherever you're from. Right. Also, hello. Have you seen this on YouTube? Hi, YouTube. But yes, lot of things to talk about today's podcast. All the way from the retirement of Matt Pat to some really sussy YouTube channel. And if you watch this podcast for throughout the 60 episodes, you know we're all about sus here. But yeah, we'll be hitting into that soon. As my day's been busy. Got all of my videos for this week sorted. As you know, I have now this in my wisdom decided to do two videos a week, excluding Saturday and Sunday, of course, because that's when I pretty much start working on the videos. So yeah, so we get 2 videos, 3 shorts, reels, or TikToks. I know I'm just trying to expand on some. As I'm just trying to expand on my content. Also, I'm really getting into the groove of Honkai. So I got a lot of Honkai content this week. I've actually been really enjoying Honkai. Honkai's actually a lot of fun. I mean, not because I'm a big fan of Tectone and Hex Juice, but yeah. We definitely been enjoying some Honkai. We still DVD. I mean, the new DVD chapter's coming out on Wednesday, so we'll be covering that on Wednesday. Also, now that I'm streaming longer, what I'm gonna do is start tomorrow, is have all my streams later on. So pretty much around this time. So I start at 9, maybe stream for maybe 4 hours, 5 hours. I take a break, take a break between days. So on Monday I stream, Tuesday I take off, Wednesday stream, day off, Friday and then Saturday Sunday stream. And I'm mainly just trying to also do one stream, instead of doing 2 streams in one day. Do one big stream, then I have a break in between. You know. I know. I'm trying to work out if I'm trying to expand, and it doesn't help that I'm still streaming off a laptop at the moment. If you don't know, my computer died, so I literally been surviving on a laptop. Technically, 2 laptops set up. So I got my main laptop that I'm streaming off. Then I fucked up my other laptop from my Elgato. To be honest, as I said, the way I've set it up is way more complicated now than I did when I had the computer. I literally have 2 keyboards, 2 mouses. As I said, I need to tidy up I need to clean up my desk. It's sort of my desk. My desk is messy. It's really, really messy at the moment, but I will sort that out because that's my. It's been super, super busy on that. But no, as I said, it seems to be working. I mean, yes, we've had a little short. Dad just put a new router in, so it seems to be going pretty good. I mean, no crashes as yet, so fingers crossed. Yeah, but everything seems to be going pretty well. As I said, I'm trying to again. Also, me streaming longer, it means I can produce more. Produce more content quicker as well. That's why I've increased the videos as well. It's also I mean, also I like to look because I also like to react to videos as well. Like I don't react to it on the podcast, so I'm like, so like with all the Hexu stuff, I react. A lot of the Hexu stuff videos I watch, I want that like stuff people I enjoy. I want to keep that like mainly with the podcast. I want this to be a main focus point. Like so like special videos. Not like special. No. That sounds wrong. Like stuff like topic talking points. You know, it's like Matt Pet's retirements and all that. That again we will get to. But yeah, I want the podcast to have a big topic so we can talk about. You know. Oh, Rip Phoenix, thank you for the follow. Most appreciated, my friend. Why don't we have the thing on here? Let me quickly sort. We not have the alerts. We do have the alerts on here. Why did not the alerts work? I don't know. It is what it is. But yes, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the Rip Phoenix. But yes, the idea I want to try for the podcast to have like big topics, like very important topics. Again, as we can talk about Matt Pet's retirement, the downfall, the closing of Rooster Teeth, all that sort of stuff. Hey, how you going, dude? How you do? But yeah, we'll get into those topics in a minute. As in mainly that's trying to get a rough idea on what I want to do for like content wise and like podcast wise. But yeah, we'll see how we go. Hopefully my laptop will last because it's been this week has been like a really rough time with the laptop. I think I sorted out the issues. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Hopefully no crashes. Fingers crossed. All right, let's get into our first topic. Let me switch. Get the Matt Pat video up. Like there's Matt Pat's last theory. Let's switch over. Wow. All right. This is actually kind of sad, man. I've watched Manfred for such a long time. I watched all his FNAF theories. I mean, sometimes his theory, I think it's 4-dimensional. I recommend. A 4-dimensional reptilians recommend me for this podcast. Lol. All goods. Alright, let's rock and roll. Let's get into this Matt Pat video. I'm actually gonna say that I'm actually really maybe no. All goods. Alright, let's get into it. Oh, he's using his old intro. That's a classic intro. Oh yeah, going through all the classic intros. That's a nice touch. I must say, that is a real nice touch. Oh yes, there we go. I remember those ones. Are they gonna throw the FNAF ones in there? Oh no, I don't think he's going to. Oh damn.
Hello Internet! Welcome to Game Theory, where that is the last time that I'll be saying those words officially on this channel. Loyal theorists,
hello.
how do you say goodbye?
I don't know. How you say goodbye? I don't want to say goodbye.
Do you want to know more about the games you love?
Oh my god. His very first theory.
Well, now you can play and learn. That's right, Weboverse. We have created Game Theory.
Oh, that's such
that's such a
throwback.
Experience.
Well, Weboverse. Here we are today, 3,000 videos of tangential learning later. How do you sum all that up? I already got super weepy in the last one of these things, so probably shouldn't do that again. It'd be redundant and probably not
we're
great
still.
for the tech equipment.
Shut up! You're not gonna make me cry, dude. You're not gonna make me cry.
This day was gonna come, right? So I really feel like I've gotten my farewell tour. I've buried hatchets. I've rekindled friendships. I made sweeping videos about the state of online entertainment. Fired some tanks. That was legitimately very cool. I honored my heritage. I made Disney.
Oh yeah, because he sort of expanded. He sort of expanded into like, because he was just like gaming. Then he went to film. Then he did film theory. Then he did food. Then he started doing theories with food. then now he's doing for style. Then style theory all of a sudden. Game theory is the closest experience to eating hallucinated mushrooms. I mean, that's the love and joy of MadPad though. Like some of the series were so out there that his series were out there that you think he was on something as well. But the thing is, I've always enjoyed Matt's videos and the time he takes to actually do them. Thank you for the hydrate, by the way. Let's continue.
Be mad at me one final time, which felt appropriate.
I mean, let's be honest. The Nessa Sans theory was a bad. Let's be honest, it was a bad theory.
So again,
Let's be honest, it was.
How do you say goodbye? First, it's probably most important to remind you that it's not officially goodbye, right? Not like I'm dying or
No.
anything. It's more of a see you later. I'm still going to be doing plenty of stuff. Like, I'm already booked to do the fashion show on Style Theory later this year. I'm still going to be here on the couch for GT Live.
I was say they haven't actually. Oh yeah, they're still. I mean, they're still doing GT Live, so that's cool. I actually watched that video too.
The podcast, the Ludwig podcast. There's a collaboration I'm doing with Shape Fearless Productions. There's the FNAF musical over on Random Encounters. Like, I will be doing a lot, and you will probably be sick of me doing all these things on everyone else's channels. But
I hope you're in the FNAF 2 movie.
In touch with me, there are actually two ways that you can do it. Normally, I'd say something like, "Oh, you can follow me on Twitter," but we all know that there's like a grand total of 0 people who want to be over on that platform. So
I don't really
instead, I decided to make.
I gotta admit, Twitter is a weird place. Game theory is a reptilian? No. No? Okay. Okay. Weird, but okay.
This. A mysterious website named where'smattpat.com.
You just make a new website.
Every once in a while when I have news about some new project that's coming up or, a mystery that you're going to have to solve by digging through the source code.
Okay.
Yes, it's a ripoff of scottgames.com. No, I don't feel bad about that because he stole enough of my ideas over the years. Kind of owes me one.
Did Scott really steal your ideas? I don't know if he did. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about Mr. MadPat.
Once you're there, make sure you sign up via email. Don't worry, I'm not going to be spamming you with updates or anything.
That's funny. He actually made a website saying where's madpat.com. That's kind of funny.
Or maybe we could chat about a favorite movie or something. I'll send over the occasional video that I'm just inspired to make. Who knows?
Hell yeah.
Basically, this is just meant to be a way to let you all know what I'm up to directly in a way that isn't going to be subject to filtering algorithms. To kick things off this week, we'll be selecting 100 random emails that sign up to get personalized letters. And from that point forward, once or twice a week, I'll continue pulling a handful of emails to send personal notes to. It'll be a fun way to stay in touch. Long story short, make sure you bookmark it since you never know what might happen over there. But
fair enough.
Enough stalling. Back to the question at hand. How do you say goodbye? Well,
I'm not sure how you say goodbye, my friend.
End it all where it began. This title. A game theory.
A game theory.
Did you know that game theory isn't just a nerdy YouTube show? It's also a nerdy economics concept. If that's news to you, I honestly can't blame you. At this point, we've created enough confusion online that apparently we've merited our own disambiguation tag on Wikipedia for game theory searches. In all seriousness,
Wikipedia.
In the first 5 years of the show, I received so many tweets from people who are mid-year in their economics courses, screenshotting their textbooks, freaking out when they got to the episode on game. It's not an episode, it's a chapter. When they got to the chapter on game theory, being like, "Oh my gosh, dude, did you know that you were in this thing?" And yeah, we definitely did.
That's good. That's kind of cool. They got himself an economics book. That's kind of That's kind of badass. I guess in a way, game theory is kind of like reading is like use a lot of economics. I guess that's kind of cool though. I kind of love that, to be honest. Like, that's really cool. I'm not gonna lie, that's really cool. Like I said, I'm sorry I'm not talking much in the video. I'm just trying to process everything Matt's saying. So Matt's saying. Let's continue.
The pun, believe it or not, was intentional. In fact, Steph and I knew from the very beginning that it was likely that the final episode of Game Theory was going to be about game theory. Why? Well, because game theory.
Game theory.
You can't escape it. If you've ever seen the movie Love Actually, there's actually this
Love Actually
in it that goes a little something like
really? Love Actually?
We live in a world of hatred and greed, but I don't see that. It seems to me that love is everywhere. If you look for it, you'll find that love actually is all around.
Now you just got to replace the word love with game theory, and you basically got it.
Well, think about that. Now think about that. MadPat is actually inspired so many theorists out there. So you Dorka does theories, 8-Bit Ryan does theories. You got a lot of smaller theory channels. I can't think of everybody's name, but he's about a whole era of like theorists, like FNAF theorists, like Bendy theorists, like. I know there's so many game theorists out there that he's pretty much made. He's pretty much not even the people, even like the people he's like was now taking over for him. He's made so many theorists over the years. Made so many people like theorists over the years. It's unreal. So yeah, he's literally everywhere.
In a world of hatred and greed. But I don't see that. Seems to me that
Game theory?
it's everywhere. If you look for it, you'll find
It's everywhere.
Theory?
it actually is. All around.
And that's so true. That's such a true statement.
Acting megastar and recent Oompa Loompa Hugh Grant will be making a guest appearance in my final episode. Truly, we have spared no expense for this one. And not only is
very
game
cool.
theory just everywhere, it also holds the secret to winning everything forever. Yeah, I know, right? That is a huge claim to make. Clearly, I was saving all my biggest secrets for the grand finale. So, you know what? Let's not beat around the bush anymore, my friends. Let's make you masters of the universe and reveal how whether you
Hey yo, a
like
freaking He-Man reference. Let's go.
Come on.
I have the power.
Yeah, we're moving off the couch this time. That's how
Are you moving up? That's kind of
Let's go.
cool.
At its core, game theory is the science of strategy. So, we gamers, we understand strategy, but what exactly is game theory specifically? Well, to understand that, you have to go back to the original game theorist, not me, this guy. This guy right here. He might not have himself the red leather jackets or the cool display buttons, but I'll tell you what he does have, a crater on the moon named after himself, so I'll let you decide who has the bigger flex there. This guy right here, he is mathematician John von Neumann, and he was everywhere back in the day. And I do mean everywhere. Like, this guy was a key player in the invention of the digital computer. He helped with the discovery of the structure of DNA, even the creation of key components for Oppenheimer's Manhattan Project. You know, the Christopher Nolan movie where big things go big booms. But perhaps his biggest claim to fame was game theory. The idea that in any situation where there are two or more people, or players in this case, you can model out a game that'll help you find the best outcome. Have you ever played rock, paper, scissors and thrown out rock as the first hand? Because you know, statistically, most people choose their first move to be scissors. Or maybe you picked paper because the last three moves have been rock, and they're obviously going to be throwing rock again. Well, congratulations, that is game theory in action. You got a medal of freedom for that.
Okay.
So it just goes to show, don't let your dreams
I guess that makes sense in a weird way.
because getting an honorary medal is a lot easier than you think. In short, game theory is the study of strategic choice. It's math that tells you what people are going to do and who's going to win the game. Probably the most famous example of a game theory scenario is the prisoner's dilemma, where two accomplices have just committed a crime and they're both given the chance to narc on the other one. If they both deny the crime, well, they both get a short prison sentence. If one of them denies the crime and the other rats him out, the narc walks free while his buddy is stuck in prison for a long time. And if they both confess, they both get a medium sentence. We can model the possible outcomes here in a nice, neat, mathy looking square. And while technically the best outcome for both of them would be to trust each other and not confess, they're criminals and they don't know each other that well. And because they don't trust each other, by the math, both of them narc on each other, and as a result, getting medium amount of prison time. Or if that all too complicated and hypothetical, over in England, they turn the whole thing into a game show where they say the word balls and
Golden balls.
Welcome to Golden Balls. Golden balls. Balls of riches, 12 balls.
Balls.
100 golden balls.
Balls.
Bursting with money. Killer balls. Balls. Balls.
Balls.
Now, why am I bringing all this up? Well, game theory is more than just wads of cash jammed into a bunch of balls.
Balls.
Tell Mr. Beast that I just discovered his
Jesus Christ, go ahead.
No, it has very real consequences for the world. Back when the US and USSR were on the brink of atomic annihilation, the principles of game theory helped both sides reach an agreement to slowly disarm their nuclear arsenals. If you want to know more about that story, Veritasium's recent video on game theory does a great job telling it. And honestly, I can't really improve on it. So thanks for doing all the research for my final episode there, Derek. If you want an example that's a bit closer to home, though, here you go. YouTube. It's got it. See, YouTube as a platform is just a bunch of zeros and ones, right? But YouTube as a community, it's a network of people constantly trying to make strategic decisions. Creators are players who are more or less rational people making videos that'll get you to watch and like and comment and subscribe. You, the viewer, you're also a player in this. You're on a strategic mission to win the experience by finding the thing that's most satisfying to watch. And the people who run, or at least have run YouTube in the past, shout out to Todd, Jake, Neil, Ernest, Meg, Ariel, Susan, David, Fede, Vader, Stephanie, and Kim, they're all in a strategic game to keep the creators and viewers happy, while also figuring out the best possible outcome for YouTube as a company. These and all the advertisers and shareholders. It is seriously a complex strategic arena, and that's why you get decisions.
YouTube's crazy.
Because it's more likely to stand out in the sea of dark gaming thumbnails and more likely to get clicks. Launch shorts as a means to counterattack against.
I did not know that green text is a lot more easy to see on thumbnails. Might actually think about doing that. Damn, Matt, you actually made me rethink how I do my thumbnails. Damn it! That actually makes total sense to do that. That makes total sense to do that. God damn.
TikTok. Do a video on something that's not trending so you can stand out from the pack. Or maybe you lean in so you're suggested against the algorithm.
YouTube Shorts.
Let's
be fair, YouTube Shorts are a godsend because, let's be honest, a lot of people... Well, let's be honest, people will look at my shorts more than they will... People, unfortunately, look at my shorts more than they do with my long thing videos. But I'm trying to, as I said, that's why I'm trying to like make my content a bit better, like overall a bit better, but like something that they can engage to. If it works, it works. If it don't, I just need to change things up. You know, that's the whole YouTube game. I guess it's like trying something. If it don't work, trying something else again. It is what it is. You know.
That you click on, it's the product of creators using game theory. Slap a big old game theory colon in front of
game
every
theory.
Title, slam some clickbait green text in every thumbnail. All those hundreds of millions of subscribers to Jimmy, Ryan Trahan, and Cocomelon, I like to think that they're all ours. There's our 200 million subscriber play button there.
That is a cool. Game
theory. Speaking of, and this is just an aside.
That's kind of cool, though. They made a Mr. Beast play button.
A Chrome extension that allows you to do exactly what I just described. It quote-unquote Matt Patifies your YouTube feed by putting green text on like every thumbnail. Just saying, we have reached the peak of human achievements. I, for one, really like this one, where it's Link and saying "Mommy's hungry." That's just traumatic on a whole nother level. Or there was one that I saw circulating online, Ryan Gosling doing a puppy interview, and the title is "Birth of a Killer." There was another one that showed up on the subreddit, Afton's Final Death Smash? I gotta say,
Final Death Smash. Oh my.
But so what, right? YouTube is game theory. Sure, that's great. It's interesting, but why does it matter to you, right? Why am I spending so much time talking about all of this in my final episode? Well, it's like I said, game theory can help in every strategic interaction that you have. And it's produced a literal strategy guide on the best way to live out your life. Tried and tested by all our grandfather theorists. But to truly understand that, we have to go back to where it all began, a glorified PowerPoint presentation. Weboverse, allow me to introduce you to, lights please.
Weboverse.
The Trust Game. I love this. We started as glorified PowerPoint slides and we're ending as
God,
PowerPoint slides. Here's the
not
deal
the PowerPoint slides,
The Trust Game was originally just named the Computer Tournament by a guy named Robert Axelrod. Clearly not the most creative with his titling conventions. Basically, this was the prisoner's dilemma or the golden balls thing, except here, there was one crucial difference. They're not just playing the game once, they are literally playing it hundreds of times, repeating it over and over again to see what strategies end up winning the most across a longer period. This then gives us a model that's shockingly closer to real life, because here, most of the time, you're not just thinking about what you have to do to win a single game, you have to actually think about the consequences of your actions. The more people think about the future, the more they're willing to cooperate because they don't want to screw themselves over down the road, you know? Again, for details on that experiment,
it's like the game of life, pretty
Derek
much.
Veritasium's video where he talks about all of that, including having an interview with the game's creator. It's a very cool video. I also borrowed his convention for that one, so thanks for the latter and the idea there, Derek. You can also watch Dr. Trevor Bassett's video on the topic, or, you know, the various TED Talks that are all about this experiment. We'll link to all of those down in the description.
This is kind of cool.
But just to jump to the big conclusion here, the best strategy to winning it big boils down to 4 key
Got that
points.
green text.
Number 1, be cooperative. Lead with trust. Assuming that the person
Yeah,
you're
green
playing
text
with
is
your
actually
enemy
such a good
right off the
idea.
bat, it's not going to serve you well. Trust in others, it's going to let you win more frequently in the end. Secondly, don't be a pushover. Sure, it's good to be trusting, that is great, but the second that someone takes advantage of your trust, the winning strategy is to call them out on it and then immediately hold them accountable. Which leads nicely then to point number 3, being forgiving. Don't hold a grudge. Don't be a Mr. Darcy.
My good opinion once lost is lost forever.
That is a failing indeed.
You tell him, girl, you are exactly right. She's speaking some game theory truth right there. Well, sure, it hurts to have your trust broken. Staying open to the chance that other people can change, that they can grow and learn and get better, that is the ideal solution here. The trust game showed that players who held their opponent accountable, but then forgave them, actually won out more often than any other strategy. And lastly, it's important to be honest and open about your strategy. When people can't understand what you're thinking, that's then when mistrust starts to breed. By being honest, it breeds honesty in others. It allows you to build on that trust over time.
Fair enough.
Bit by bit. Across the thousands of rounds of testing, nice strategies that were fair but also firm ultimately won out the most. Now, when I read these outcomes, what really struck me first was how they present a really hopeful view of the world. A hopeful view that I don't think a lot of us carry around a lot. I mean, it's easy to assume that everyone out there is out to get you, and it's easier to just close off to people who wronged us in the past.
Why does that feel so real though? Why does that feel so real though? Like, I think that's the whole thing with like when you're trying to collab with people, like trying to collab with other people. You need to earn people's trust, and like, because a lot of times when you're doing collab, people don't like collabing with other people. They don't know you very well, especially if they're collabing with a friend of a friend of a friend or a friend of a friend of a friend. You know, like as I was saying, collabing is like collabing is that when they earn the trust and they don't. Yeah, I can get that, and a YouTube, and like a stream/YouTube by the when you collab with people is I can see where Matt's Pat's coming from. Okay, I mean it took me a while to think about it, but yeah, I think I kind of get what he means.
Math and game theory specifically proves that assumption's wrong. And hey, if you don't want to believe the thousands of rounds of computer simulations, there is a very solid real-life example.
Okay.
YouTube is a positive-sum game, which means that more than one person can win. And in fact, a lot of times, the more others win, the more you can win too. When I was just starting off, I was so mad and scared when Vsauce 3 released this video, calculating Sonic speed. I'd been working for a year on the channel at that point, grinding away and seeing a fair amount of growth, but in that moment I saw a spin-off of one of YouTube's top subscribed channels just horning in on my territory of gaming science. It's like they were going to steamroll me. They were going to steal my audience away. So I did a video where I tried to stake my claim, and thus, Sonic is Slow was born.
Hello, Internet. Welcome to Game Theory, applying
okay.
science to video games since April 18th of 2011. Recently, however, a new gaming scientist has come onto the scene. The good folks over at Vsauce 3 recently took a gander at a game series I covered in episode 5. It's a great video, except for one thing. It's wrong.
Look at my voice in that. Oh, I'm so proud that I finally hit puberty, like 7 years into making these videos. Anyway, you can tell that I'm super salty in this one, right? I'm asserting that I did it first. I'm citing the dates. I am literally trying to one-up Vsauce 3. But then something interesting happened. I got views from Vsauce. I saw that their video and mine were actually helping each other. I was so afraid of me losing a year of hard-earned progress. But in reality, I wasn't just operating on my own island anymore.
Yeah,
By unintentionally cooperating with each other, we had just created our own little micro-trend of gaming science content. There were clearly enough views.
You don't have to do things as a competition. Like, that's what I don't understand with YouTube and some streamers. Like this is not a competition. Not a competition. It's not a competition. All right. You can help. Everyone can benefit each other. That's why I don't understand why. I hate thinking they're trying to like, oh no, you're trying to one up me, or you're stealing me views, sort of attitude. Like, no, there's one when I used to do the New Zealand. I did like a compilation of the New Zealand stream community. I haven't. That was years ago now. I was trying to promote like New Zealand streamers, and I think they appreciate it too. Like we all were very friendly to each other. I mean, we sort of some of the original streamers I used to watch are not really around that much anymore. I think there's only like a very handful now. But I always appreciate all I always appreciate all them, and I always want to try and like one up the not try one up them, but try and like help each other out. I mean, that's a good thing. I think the whole idea is you don't need to make everything a competition. I mean, you can both parties can benefit in this situation, as with MadPat with Vsauce 3. That's kind of cool. I like that.
For all of us. Steph and I, in our years of consulting, kept hammering home this one point, that YouTube is a place where all ships can rise. Leading with trust goes a long way. From inviting someone to collab on your channel, to comparing notes on production because it can help you both. We actually see this kind of cooperative game theory in action with content houses, or projects like the QSMP, where creators are helping each other and sharing audiences. On the flip side, there are creators who haven't done a good job of leading with trust, and who've approached YouTube as a zero-sum game, a place where there can only be one winner. And guess what? Didn't work. Back in 2020, a few of the top beauty creators tried to take each other down.
Don't get me started on the makeup the makeup YouTubers on YouTube. They all hate the fuck out of each other. They hate each other so much that I don't think any of them are doing that well anymore. I don't think any of them are doing all that well, because they completely ruin it for themselves, and it's really kind of sad.
Encouraging viewers not to watch each other, trying to turn audiences against people that they thought were their competitors. It was for the clout, it was for the views, and it backfired. In fact, it backfired so badly that all of their channels took a massive hit. And the beauty vertical, which was once a main pillar of YouTube's earliest days, never truly recovered. By working together, the platform thrives. Lights? But by thinking that you can only win when other people lose, well, that's when everyone loses. It's kind of sad. Let's move on. But if you don't want to listen to mathematicians or YouTube meta-analyses, just look at me. Game Theory, the show, is a testament to those 4 lessons of game theory and nerdy economics concept. Every person who's built this channel has led with trust. Ronnie, he put his own show on the back burner so he could dedicate his time to editing Game Theory, trusting that we would be able to succeed more together. He helped the show to truly become what I had always dreamed it would be, and I honestly wish that he could be here to this day so I could thank him so much for that. The same is true for Goomba and Drake and Lee and Ryder and all the other partner shows who joined up with us in lieu of working on their own channels. Steph, she left being a consultant at a real company in the medical field on the belief that by cooperating, we could actually make something really special together. Jason, who is actually right here behind the camera right now. Jason, who you know as the guy that we blame all the time on GT Live. Jason was Theorist's first full-time employee after me and Steph. He jumped in there when all we had was a kitchen table and a cat that he was constantly allergic to. And Sudafed, you have this man to thank for your current net worth.
And Zyrtec.
And Zyrtec. You have taken so many pills over the years.
But all medically prescribed, though, I promise.
Yeah, no, good medical pills, not anything sketchy, for sure. But Jason is the man that we have trusted with the weight of the entire production process across all of the channels for years. Like, this man is the unsung hero of everything you've probably ever watched across any of the channels. Without him, without you, none of these videos would be made.
Oh, that's you're gonna make me tear up, dude. That's.
Get back there, okay? Enough of you. I can thank other people. You know, friendship first. But
Dan,
also
I
working
hate you.
together to create awesome stuff, right? And if you're talking about unsung heroes on this channel, there is one man who also deserves a call out, and his name is Yossi. He is our audio wizard. He is the man who I have trusted with my voice for the better part of 9 years. He has had to suffer through more hours of my voice than anyone else in the world. I am so sorry, Yossi. I am so sorry for all the burps and weird edits and weird diatribes and jump scares that Ali has given me over the years. Was Yossi a pro when he first joined up with us? No. But you know what he was willing to do? He was willing to learn. And I've trusted him with my voice for the better part of 9
awesome.
years. And the same goes for another member of the team who you've never gotten to see, but was actually there before the channel was even monetized, which is kind of crazy to think about. You don't know Dan Levitt, but Dan was another one. He was the first who actually saw potential in me and in these channels as a whole, offering to become my manager, even though he had never managed a YouTuber before. He just jumped in with 2 feet and said, hey, I've never gotten a brand deal in the past, but think I could do it for you. And he did. And then he got me literally hundreds more. He has his own management company now, and he manages some of the biggest sports creators on all of YouTube. I can say with complete confidence that this company and my career would have looked totally different had it not been for Dan. And his career and his company would have looked totally different without me.
That's
he and I have built
that's actually unreal.
Right next to each other, using cooperative game theory for over a decade. He trusts me to make good decisions on YouTube, and I trust him to make good decisions as my manager, and we both benefit in the long run. But perhaps the most important person in all of these trusting relationships is you. You guys, right here, I wear you on my wrist these days. You loyal theorists have been the best example of game theory in the history of the show Game Theory. Every time you click on one of these videos, you are leading with trust. You are saying, you know what, I'm going to give this one a chance, especially on those episodes that are covering topics that you've never even heard of. And on my end, I've always tried my best to fulfill on that promise and make sure that your trust pays off by delivering a great, well-researched, fun, a lot of times stupid video. And yeah, there have been plenty of times where I've missed the mark, where you weren't happy about a topic, or where I said something wrong, or my research was bad, or whatever, and I needed to learn about that. And so you, acting exactly as you should, according to that trust game, you called me out in those moments. You showed me that I had made a mistake. But more importantly, you were willing to forgive. You gave me a chance to learn and grow as a creator and as a person. And look at this. We all won. Look at this thing that we managed to build together. Don't tell anyone else. I mean, there's 3 of them here.
Oh god, this is actually gonna make.
You guys.
Oh, Mepe, don't.
Whether or not you ever realized it. And now, as new hosts step in, yeah, they're obviously going to have to learn a lot.
Damn it,
and they're going to have to earn your trust just
that made me sad.
for a long period of time. But I hope that you approach them with the same sense of cooperation and goodwill that you did for me all those years ago.
Damn.
So, while I might be leaving as host of the show, Game Theory, it will never leave. It will never leave me. It will never leave you. We are all Game Theory. Which, honestly, is why I thought it was fitting for you guys to be the one to say this.
But hey!
That's just a theory.
Oh no.
It's just a theory.
Just a theory.
Oh, this is.
That's just a theory.
Game theory!
Class dismissed. Thanks for the theories, iPad.
But hey, that's just a theory.
C'est juste une théorie.
Just a theory.
Just a theory.
Just a theory.
Just a theory. Thanks for everything.
But hey, that's just
Hey.
That's just a theory.
Just a theory.
Just a theory.
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 That's just a theory.
That's just a theory.
That's just a theory.
Oh, dude, that's insane.
A style theory.
A food theory. A film theory.
Oh, that's awesome. That's actually so cool.
Thanks for watching.
That's awesome.
Where to? I got something I gotta do. Ready for a road trip?
Yes.
Let's roll.
That's awesome, dude. So what's going on now? That's such a beautiful video. That's such a good passing of the torch. Is he going to see Scott?
Ready?
Are they going to see Scott? Is he going to see Scott? Is he going to see Scott? It is Scott.
Come, we have much to discuss.
No way. He got Scott. Wait, there's multiple endings. There's multiple endings. Okay. Oh my god, there's multiple endings. There are actually multiple endings. Do we watch the multiple endings? Do we watch the multiple endings? No, we won't watch all. We full time. For time, because it's already been like 45 minutes already. Let's move on. And we'll quickly switch back to to talking. Man, that was unreal, my dude. That's my next video. That's the next thing I'm going to react to. But oh, that was so sweet, man. Oh, that was so sweet. Oh, I mean, let's be honest. I don't think Matt Pat will ever want to see this. But thank you, Matt Pat, for the years of video of entertainment and like like taking your time to actually make theory videos on was especially with all the FNAF theories. I mean, that must have trying to like understand the FNAF law must have been like hair pulling. Like I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I feel like as literally said, I remember you saying you're counting animatronic toes, but like your videos are always entertaining. Like you've always been you've been around for such a long time and done so many amazing things. It's actually been really cool to see you grow, and like such a nostalgic thing. I wish you all the best. I hope. I mean, I really hope. I mean, I probably, let's be honest, we'll probably see you GT. We'll probably still see you around at GT Live, but you know, it's actually kind of awesome to see. It'll be awesome to see how all the new hosts go. But much love, Matt Bat. You are YouTube royalty in my books. You're YouTube royalty, and you always will be. Much love, brother. Much love. Anyway, moving on from Mr. Matt Pats. A bit more sadder news more than anything is the closing of Rooster Teeth. That it was kind of sad to actually hear, because I've been such a big fan. I was such a fan of Rooster Teeth back in the day, of RVB, Ruby in his earlier seasons. Achievement Hunter, Rage Quit. Always like spend time watching the videos, and the hearing that I even got to meet. I met Bernie and Joel at con, and they were such lovely people. I think and it was really sad to hear that they're. I had no idea they were owned by Warner Brothers until they were owned by Warner Brothers, and they were closing. It's quite sad, but unfortunately, I feel like it was things weren't going that well after burning all the original Peeps left. When Ray left, I barely watched. I mean, the closing of Achievement Hunter the closing of Achievement Hunter was like sad as well. Like, to be fair, Achievement Hunter wasn't the same when Jeff and Jack left. When Jeff and Jack left, it literally wasn't the same. It was really sad to see. I'm gonna be honest. It was really sad to see. So I got a video from the good old Nuxtaku. Again, I want an unbiased opinion. I don't know where Nux is, but I'm pretty sure he's always got a pretty reasonable takes okay takes with things. But let's have a look.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is a good day. I mean, oh guys, I have such bad news. Rooster Teeth is closing down. Ah! For those of you that are unaware of Rooster Teeth, they own Ruby. They own lots of stuff like Death Battle. Although Death Battle is probably just going to continue.
Yeah.
Screw Attack or whatever.
Oh yeah, that's true. They own Death Battle, and plus all the other channels. Well, yeah, they just announced that improv channel Dog Bark that to be honest, I thought it was kind of it wasn't that good and they were great, to be honest. I have no idea how all these other channels are going to look, other than disband and they stay as they are. To be honest, I honestly don't know. To be honest, I mean, I don't know what's closing down and what's staying. I honestly don't know.
But no, not Rooster Teeth, the company that's copyrighted me like 10 times. No! Oh, I feel so bad.
I mean, I got copyrighted too, so
I can't say I'm like, listen, I'm just saying I'm outliving my enemies. By the way, Rooster Teeth has never been an enemy, okay? I'm the chaotic asshole that sits on the side and watches the world burn, okay?
I don't know.
Nothing. I just sit and cackle, and sometimes it has impacts on other people's lives. Not that it should, but let's see what we got here. My boy,
I'm just sad to see it go.
Is going to be talking about the downfall of Rooster Teeth.
Today I've got the black shirt on.
Black shirt on! Jump scare! Lord have mercy!
This funeral service for...
Did Charlie make a video of it? Did Charlie make a video on it?
Major content teams. Rooster Teeth. After 21 years, Warner
21. That's the sad part. 21 years. 21 years. That is crazy to think. They've been around for 21 years. Oh, that's sad. That is actually genuinely sad that they've been around for 21 years. And again, I feel like they just got, after all the controversies as well and all the things, it just, I just feel like, people leaving, I just feel like they couldn't, and also how big the gaming community is, / all that also. I don't think they can really compete anymore, being the so course of I think that, I mean, there will always be remembered in YouTube history, but I feel like they just got too big. They got too big. There was too many too many unsolved controversies and and many just getting too big for what they initially were, and lost a lot of it. The initial values when they started up the company, and it's really sad to see. Because I must be honest, I stopped watching them. I stopped watching them a long time after Ray left. To be honest, I haven't watched them since Ray left. May have watched the odd video once in a while, But and when Jeff left, when Jeff stopped like doing being the head of Achievement Hunter, I knew it was gonna go. I knew it was gonna go downhill. It was a shame, but it's a shame. It is a shame.
Discovery has announced that it's shutting down Rooster Teeth. Now they're not getting outright euthanized and going to the Shadow Realm.
It's a shame.
Because there are certain Rooster Teeth projects that will persist past this, but by and large, Rooster Teeth, as you've known them, will cease to operate in the capacity.
I'm sorry. Listen, I can't help but be a little bit sarcastic. Just the tiniest, itty bittiest amount of sarcasm. Okay, listen, I'm just trying to find.
Maybe I should not pick Nux. Maybe I should not put Nux. Nux's video.
They changed the name. On my copyright claims, it used to say Rooster Teeth, and now it doesn't. These copyright claims used to say that they were owned by Rooster Teeth, and they don't anymore. Huh? There's no way I'm dreaming. There's no way I'm just making this up. Now they're just a string of letters and numbers.
No, be fair. I've been copyrighted by Rooster Teeth a few times when I used to. A few times they're talking about when I used to cover Ruby stuff. I said always on Rooster Teeth LLC.
But they used to say Rooster Teeth. Huh? What? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
right.
Well, they're owned by Warner Brothers.
Maybe I'm imagining it. Let's see what
Capacity that it has been. With its closure, about 150 full-time employees will be laid off, with additional
150 employees losing their jobs. Oh shit. Well, damn. Okay.
Content creators taking a huge hit as well. Wishing the employees.
That sucks. I really hope all the employees and all the content creators that work with them do really well.
He's the best moving forward. I hope they find
yeah.
work elsewhere. Just a pretty sad set of circumstances.
I feel bad for. I feel bad for Carrie Barber and all them. Because they especially Carrie was like Carrie and Miles, the guys that we used to were pretty much running all the animation production after Monty passed away. It's bittersweet, I must say. It's very bittersweet, very very bittersweet to see them go. I'm quite sad to see Rooster Teeth go, because I've been a fan for so long. I never really watched. I realized I started watching Nux's video because I like Nux, but I think he obviously doesn't like Rooster Teeth, but it's just sad to see them somebody that started from the bottom now to, especially a company that started from the bottom and worked with, became this like a game. Literally do like almost like a machinima style gaming stuff, like machinima. So pretty much, Rooster Teeth was pretty much like they did a whole bunch of like machinima content. So they've done like I think they did stuff on Half-Life too. And they did a whole bunch of I think that Rooster RVB was the one that just took off. Like, I just remember Red vs. Blue just took off, and they sort of like, because they were. It was sad because it was all started by in Bernie's office, home office, in Bernie's house, and they made these sort of videos. Then it grew into a company, into a company. And then when the original guys left, it got bought out by a big corpo company. Obviously sold it to Warner Brothers, and now this is not talking about all the controversies. Obviously, with all the controversies over the years as well. That's not my place to talk about them at this stage. The controversy probably wouldn't help with the decision to shut them down either. Like, I wonder, do they still have Rooster? Do they still have Rooster Do they still have Rooster Teeth, the website? Is roosterteeth.com still a thing? They still have roosterteeth.com. Have any of them talked about the shutdown? Like, have any of them talked about the shutdown? Yeah. Do I still have a... let me see if I still got a login. Let's see if can I still log in? Allow. Alright. Community. Yo. Why not? Achievement hunt. Oh, this is... They still technically have a thing. So I have to ask the community. Half of the reason I love Rooster is in the community. I can't bear to see it venture away. Our foolish hopes is that for the community we can still see new groups take up the mantle of RT. I surely do. For the best. I mean, that is true because Rooster had a lot of like, yeah, look, they still got. I mean, Achievement Hunter's. Let's be honest, Achievement Hunter's going to die. All good, no worries. What is that? Oh, always open. Well, to be fair, always. I don't think. Is this even a thing still? Like. They haven't done always open since Christmas last year. So that sounds like that show's gonna die. Best friends today? Okay, don't know anything about this. Don't know anything about this one. This could. I mean, this could, like, take its own mantle, I guess. Camp. I'm thinking this is a cartoon. This is what pretty much what Miles was doing. Again, this could. Again, I mean, they could. I mean, to me, it wasn't. This is one that listed shows that Warner Brothers was trying to keep. So in theory, they could take this on their own YouTube channel and like make it their own thing. Death Battles. There's no way they're gonna get rid of Death Battle. They're not gonna get rid of. I can tell you right now, they're not getting rid of Death Battle. There's no way they're gonna get rid of Death Battle. Death Battle will just go independent like they did. Let's go back to being independent. Let's be honest. We're not gonna lose their Death Battle. All right, Dog Bark. Well, to be fair, they only just started this. So, to be honest, it's kind of... If I have to be honest, it's kind of ass. I'm going to be honest, it's kind of ass. So, I mean... You never know, they might make this their own channel, but... I don't know, I feel like it's not... The content's not the same. I don't. Let's Plays. Let's be honest. Let's Plays kind of dead. Let's Plays very Richard. Let's Plays very dead. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Let's Plays kind of dead. Friends of RT. Oh yeah. Some music stuff. I mean, again, they could probably go out on their own. What else we go? Inside. Funhouse. I kind of want to see. No disrespect. I kind of want Funhouse to end. I've never liked Funhouse after the whole Adam Kovac, the whole thing with Adam Kovac. Not gonna lie, I kind of want them to end. I'm not gonna lose sleep if they disappear. Inside Gaming, they own Inside Gaming. I mean, wasn't Inside Gaming? Wasn't Inside Gaming? Wasn't Inside Gaming like what? I don't know. I feel like Inside Gaming was already their own entity before they were roosted. They could probably go out on their own. Depends if how much Warner Brothers own of them. Kind of funny. Don't know this. This is Greg Miller. There's Greg Miller in here. There's all Greg Miller. A lot of Greg Miller in here. I feel like if it's Greg Miller, then he could probably go on her own. RVB is now. It's sad for this because RVB is now owned by Warner Brothers, and this is. To be fair, they're making a final season, so this could be. So I'm hoping they at least get this finished before it is gone. So that'll be nice to see. What else we got? Red Web. I don't know anything about this one. It's like a murder mystery sort of like channel. They own a lot of stuff, eh? Okay. Once again, they could probably go out on their own if they want. General Rooster Teeth. Yeah, this is goodbye for them. Ruby. I think Ruby. To me, Ruby is more the sadder ones because. Yeah, they literally launched. They made Ruby a VTuber. Ruby VTubing, yeah. They actually made Ruby a VTuber. So, like, I don't know. Again, what I'm trying to say is, can Ruby stay as a VTuber? I don't know. But they also... Didn't they also announce Ruby as a anime as well? Didn't they make like an anime style Ruby as well? Like, I don't know. I feel like, in theory, Warner Brothers is going to take over Ruby. But what I'm saying is the Ruby VTuber, who owns Ruby VTubing? Like, who owns that? Because if Warner Brothers own it, then who is running the Twitch channel and all that, it will have to cease to exist, or go away from being Ruby. I don't know. It's just, I think that's a sad situation for all that. And the Tales of Sticky Dragon. I think this is their D&D, wasn't it? Yeah, this was the D&D. Again, they could probably make this into a separate channel. They could probably start again, or I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of things that they could probably do. Depends how much Warner Brothers own from Rooster Teeth, because the Ruby VTubing might be a cease to exist, but I don't know, to me, they could probably get away with. They could probably, all these like smaller channels could probably disband and like be their own entity. I don't know how well they would go being their own entity. I mean, let me be honest. I feel like some of those channels that are kind of have the same people will try and stick all those together and try and keep it like a little community. I mean, I think they could probably do that. I mean, I don't know how well that's going to go, how much money they want to invest. It means also investing a lot of money. It means also that they pay Warner Brothers something to keep these IPs. I don't know. I don't think it's just easy of just, oh yeah, we'll just disband and become our own entity, you know. I don't know. I feel like it's not just a simple. It's not a simple, like, oh, we're disbanding from the Rooster Teeth brand and going on our own. I don't think it's as easy as like something like that. It's a shame because I really hope they all. I really do hope they don't like some of these smaller entities. I mean, the worst case scenario that's that they'll all restart again, like close their channels and restart again. And that's something they probably might do. I mean, I mean, it's gonna suck. But I'm, especially I think what hurts more was the dog bark. Dog bark was a fairly new IP, so maybe that they don't have. Maybe they're lucky that and Warner Brothers don't have a lot of shares in that entity, and they might have a good chance of actually keeping that IP. I mean, to be the dog bark, it wasn't that amazing. I gotta be honest, but you know, at least there's something to keep. I mean, let's be honest. I feel like there's no way that they're gonna get rid of. Death Battle's got a better case of surviving, and Inside Gaming because they were already separate entities in the first place. So that, but yeah, it's sad to see. It's sad to see, but that's inevitability of the whole thing. I mean, I don't know how they would be motivated to make content, still make content. To be fair, I don't know how they would even. I don't even know how there'll be any of these guys be motivated to actually make content. Like how would you do that? Like not to be, not. Oh, they actually made a goodbye. They actually made a goodbye stream a day ago. It's saying not our goodbye stream. Oh, they're Jack there. It's 2 hours long, so I might watch this in my own time. But I might. That's sad. I might watch this to watch later. But I'll check that. They have. Oh, let me switch it back over. Sorry. They have the not our goodbye stream, but I think. Let's be fair. I think it is a goodbye stream. It's sad. It's sad.
Oh, can you believe it?
Sorry. Like, watch it. Like, communities. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's sad, but it's a sad case of it's probably going to be. It's a sad fact, but it is true. This is probably goodbye to Rooster Teeth in general. This is a problem. Yep. Man, there's so many people working on it. There's so many people working for them. You fell asleep. I mean, that do happen. Man, that's sad. It's really sad to see. It's really sad to see, my dude. Really sad to see. Thank you for the hydrate. It's sad to see because this wrong one. It's sad to see because I was a fan of Rooster Teeth. I was. But the fact that they're closing doors after 25 years is sad, but I mean, I mean, that's the. I mean, let's be honest. I haven't watched any comic for a while. The last thing I watched was Ruby, and I didn't think the Ruby season was that good. To be fair, and it is what it is. It's kind of sad, but it is kind of. It is what it is. What is the time now? We've been like an hour and 15 minutes just talking about this two of the topics. I didn't even get to the main one, but we'll keep this. If you, Felix, what do you mean by the caucus? What do you mean by that, my friend? What do you mean by that? 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 If you don't mind me asking. What do you mean by that? No, don't. No. Okay. Well, anyway, that's the end of the podcast. But I'm gonna quickly switch over to games. I'll be. Also go to the bathroom. Get a bathroom. Go to the bathroom. Get something to eat, grab white to eat, and be right back for some games. So I'll see you when I'll be right back. Adios for now.